Local accounts suggest that in the distant past, a meteorite impacted the region of Bohemia with enough force to create a permanent shift in the local energy field. This event left the territory with a uniquely high concentration of localized anomalies. It is a place where ancient medieval fortifications view the geography as a vertical stack: subterranean depths, the terrestrial surface, and the cosmic atmosphere. This tracks events from the bedrock to the sky, beginning with the lowest level, the underworld. Houska Castle sits in an area of extreme isolation. Unlike typical 13th century fortresses, it was built in a location with no water source, no defensive trade routes, and no nearby population to protect. Historical records indicate the primary purpose of the structure was containment. The castle's defenses weren't positioned to keep invaders out. They were designed to keep something from leaving the site. Legend claims the castle was built over a fissure so deep it was viewed as a gateway to another world. To manage the site, builders constructed a chapel directly over the opening, dedicating it to the Archangel Michael as a way to physically and spiritually neutralize whatever energy rose from the chasm. Modern investigators have documented specific technical failures within these walls. Teams frequently report radios going dead and cameras with full charges spontaneously shutting down, often preceded by recordings of rhythmic thuds hitting the ground from beneath the floor. During World War II, this energy drew Nazi occultists to the castle, where they reportedly performed rituals to harness the site. After the war, the bodies of men in strange uniforms were found buried under the floorboards, men who died in a castle that saw no combat. Houska Castle represents the lowest tier of the vertical. It is a site where the history of the region shows a consistent, centuries-long effort to isolate and contain a specific subterranean force. On the terrestrial level, the focus shifts to Prague. The city has long been viewed as a mystical center, where the region's energy manifests not as a threat, but as a catalyst for physical preservation and healing. In the 17th century, a Carmelite nun named Maria Electa became the center of a biological event. When her tomb was opened years after her burial, her physical body was found to be entirely intact. Records from a medical board of the time and a follow-up examination in 2003 confirmed that her body remained mobile at the joints and showed no signs of standard decay, despite the total absence of embalming chemicals or preserving agents. Nearby, the Bambino di Praga statue is at the center of a similar pattern. Visitors have documented hundreds of medical recoveries and successful pregnancies that doctors had previously deemed impossible, linking the city's surface to a history of physical regeneration. These occurrences are not merely local lore. They have gained the formal recognition of the Vatican, with Pope Benedict XVI personally presenting a crown to the statue to acknowledge its history. On this middle plane, the Bohemian anomaly appears to interact with biological life, seemingly halting the processes of decay and enabling recovery. Finally, we reach the highest tier, the Šumava Mountains. This remote range is the focal point for events that extend beyond the surface and into the atmosphere. The ruins of Giant's Castle highlight the site's history as an energy point. Archaeologists found the stone foundations, but no tools, pottery, or signs of human habitation, suggesting the site was built to observe or interact with the sky rather than to house a community. Recent decades have seen a rise in reports of aerial phenomena here. Witnesses, including an aircraft mechanic and an environmental expert, describe 3-meter-tall entities and graphite-colored diamond crafts that hover silently over the forest before disappearing. One theory points to the mountain's geological makeup. The range sits on top of massive deposits of gold, radon, and uranium, minerals that create a naturally high-energy environment. This concentrated mineral base may function as a beacon, creating an atmospheric environment that recurringly attracts aerial phenomena to these specific coordinates. When we look at these 3 levels together, a pattern emerges. Whether it's 13th century monks describing demons, 17th century doctors documenting a saint, or modern witnesses reporting UFOs, they are all attempting to categorize a series of physical events that defy standard explanation. The common thread may lie in quantum physics. Theoretical models of the holographic universe suggest that extreme energy fields can warp space-time, allowing for reversible processes where particles move freely between the past and the future. The time slip accounts at Houska and the anti-gravity crafts over Shumava are consistent with these models. These sites appear to be locations where the standard rules of physics are periodically bypassed. The Czech Republic offers a rare view into how persistent, localized energy can shape the history of a land. These stories suggest the barrier between what we call folklore and what we calculate in quantum theory might be thinner than we realize.